So let's begin this discussion. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Entab CampusCare EdTalks Student Special Edition. Today we have some great young minds from schools all over the country to share their viewpoints and experiences with us. So, before moving forward, let me introduce you to Entab. With an experience of 21 years, Entab has been associated with over 1,500 schools spread across India, involving them to become new age digital campuses by providing them mature and futuristic ERP, CRM, and mobile apps. It seems like nowadays people rely on social media to feel validated about their lives. Have you also waited to eat a meal because you needed the perfect Snapchat or Instagram post? Why do we feel the need to post everything? What does someone's thumbs up heart like do for our well-being? In today's session, we'll discuss that how social media creates unrealistic expectations. We'll understand the standards and stereotypes created by media and how everyone is trying to live them up. We'll also learn about the responsibilities of influencers with millions of followers and an individual with a couple of followers on the internet. So, to discuss the same, we have lovely kids with us. So, just one by one, please introduce yourself. We can start with Priyanshi. Yes, Priyanshi, please go ahead. Okay, so we can move to Bhavya. Bhavya, just introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, this is Bhavya Singhal from grade 10th from Sunderdeep World School, Dasna, Ghaziabad today. I feel very honored to be here. So that I'm given such a opportunity to present in front of you all. I would like to share my views on unrealistic expectations on social media. Today, in today's world, everyone everything is.
Bhavya, it was just an
Yes.
introduction. Then we'll start with the discussion. Okay, just kids,
Okay.
introduce yourself like your name and your school name. Okay, then we can start. Next up, we have Chatura. Please, Chatura, please go ahead. Just introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I am Chatura Mehetre, studying in grade 10th in I.E.S. ORION, Mumbai. I am a former gymnast and a basketball player. I like to read a lot, especially about human emotions. And today's topic being so much related to human emotions, I'm very excited to start this discussion with you all. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Chatura. Next, we have Arin. Arin, please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and to all my contenders and to the live chat. Today, I am going to express my views for the topic social media creates unrealistic expectations, which is a little bit trendy nowadays because of the going on pandemic and everybody staying in there.
Yes. Thank you, Arin. Next up, we have Adish.
Well, hello, all the people over here and to the members of the live chat. This is Adish Bhattacharjee, grade 10th, studying in Delhi Public School, Joka. I am a guitarist and a songwriter, and I feel extremely privileged to be a part of this discussion, which is quite trendy in today's modern world, and it's going to be a very interactive session.
Yes, looking forward. Thank you. Next up, we have Pratham. Yes, Pratham, please go ahead.
Hello everyone, I am Pratham Agarwal from Griffins International School. I am studying in class grade 11 Science.
Okay, thank you, Pratham. Next up, we have Fariha. Yes, Fariha. Do we have you here? Okay, so we can go next to Umi. Umi, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Umehani, and I'm from Shining Star International School, Abu Dhabi, and I'm studying in grade 12. It's an honor to be a part of this discussion, and I wish everyone all the best.
Thank you, Umi. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Samarth.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samarth Desai. I am studying in 10th standard in KLE International School, Belagavi, and I am honored to be a part of this discussion with schools from all over India and all over the globe. So I wish all the very best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Samarth. Thank you. Next up, we have Sneha. Yes, Sneha, go ahead.
A very good afternoon to one and all watching me today. My name is Sneha and I'm from Jammu Sanskriti School, Jammu. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of this discussion and best of luck to everyone.
Sneha, I can't see you, sweetheart. Apna camera on karo so that I can see your smiling face. Okay?
Ma'am, visible now.
Yes, clear. Okay. So we can start. Okay. Uh, like the media has created various standards, or let's call it stereotypes, regarding the image of a person, gender, relation he or she is in, and especially the body type. So do you agree with the same? So yes, Chatura, what do you feel about it?
Yes, ma'am, I do agree with it. Right now, we all are bombarded with perfect selfies, images of friends laughing and joking around on the social media. And these images are posted by influencers mostly, and they are edited and filtered in a way to manipulate the audience to think that they have a happy life. And this is not a true reflection of who they are. Right now, you can see that the pictures which have the most likes on Instagram, Facebook, they have mostly girls who have perfect figure, beauty, and unique features like sharp nose, different colored eyes, or something like this. So these are indirect stereotypes which we are forming, and these are not just limited to women, but even men face these stereotypes on social medias, like having a sharp jawline, having six-pack abs, etc. And they make us believe that we need to be we need to be a certain way to be accepted by the society. And viewers can get easily trapped into believing that this is how everyone should be, and especially children who are viewers, who are not even 10 or 12 probably, they have a hard time separating the reality from such artificial reality.
Right.
Ma'am,
yes.
a study conducted in University of New South Wales and the Macquarie University researched that relationship between time spent on social media and the body image of what like they feel about their body. This study was conducted on 350 women, and this study proved that even 30 minutes of social media can make a woman fixate negatively on their weight and appearance. The participants displayed dissatisfaction about their own bodies after looking at Fitspo images and idealized celebrities. And such images have a negative effect on their mental health. And these are the stereotypes that penetrate the unrealistic beauty standards the society presents.
Yes. Absolutely, Chatura. Absolutely. Like, yes, like according to what we see nowadays on social media, like the girls should have the perfect body, then the pointed, sharp nose and jawline, cheekbones, and all that. It is like fair skin and toned body type. Okay, so these are all the stereotypes which are there. कि ऐसे perfect होना चाहिए, but that's not the thing, right? So next up we have Bhavya. Yes, Bhavya, what do you feel about it?
I also agree with the same that these stereotypes are creating a large impact on people, as many of us feel as if we are not good at, if we don't have a good body shape, a good figure, then we are not accepted. We can't be accepted in the society. But it's not true. Everyone has their own way of living. Everyone has their own figures. Everyone has their own self-esteem, their image in the society. It's not that we have to copy each and everyone, and we have to see like we have to like that much, we have to be that influenced to that extent that we should copy them, and we'll do whatever they want us, whatever they are doing. We should not be affected by them. It's upon us how we want to maintain ourselves, not how everyone other our society members want ourselves. We want to be the way we want, not the way others want us to
Others
be.
want. Exactly. Aptly said. So, yes, a gentle reminder to all the lovely audience who have joined us for this lovely discussion upon this beautiful topic. So, a gentle reminder. So, just keep voting for your favorite participant. Just keep commenting for your favorite participant to make your favorite one win. But before commenting, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel by hitting on that bell icon. Otherwise, your comment won't be counted. So just keep commenting, keep supporting, and keep subscribing. So next up we have like social media gives immense power to the influencers to present themselves and their views where they can influence decisions, choices and ideologies. In your opinion, how important is it for them to be responsible for every word and action they put out publicly? Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Arin. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I please also speak on that stereotype body part?
You want to, Sneha? Okay, go ahead. No issues.
Give me just one.
Arin will just come back to you, okay? Wait for a moment.
Am I visible?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Social media creators has created a stereotype body standard for a girl or a boy to look perfect. Social media has ingrained in the brains of young people that they must look like in order to be beautiful. And when I say this, I'm totally agree with that because I'm from the same place where it all happens. Body shaming and shaming people on their weight, they are thin, they are fat, everything is not a new concept. But by social media, it has grown up a lot. And I have also faced a lot of problems like this. And people have created a mindset that only a person who's thin, who has a perfect body, is a person who's beautiful, and the person who's little fat or a healthy is not. And when we say कि जिंदगी एक ही बार मिलती है, तो I think we should all respect others' life also and let them also live their life the way they want to live and do not judge them the way they are. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sneha. Very well said. Yes, I can feel you. Okay. So, Arin, moving on to you. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So the question which you asked, that social media gives immense power to the influence, it's very true.
Yes.
And I believe that it is very important for these influencers to put an authentic content whenever they are posting something. Many people's opinions are dependent on these influencers. And if we post something that is very incorrect, and if the people get influenced by this, then mind me, the aftermath is going to be horrible. So I assume the people's opinion to be like a clay which can easily be molded and which can easily be influenced. So if you are an influencer, my advice to you is that you should think twice about that content that you are putting and how will it affect the people. So now let's talk about something which is on a broad spectrum. What influences us the most every day? Obviously, it's commercial advertisements. So let's talk about a topic in commercial advertisement. So there are many people who advertise about some fair and lovely fairness creams. And suppose if a person is advertising a model for the product, like a fairness cream, so obviously they would take something who is a very fair lady. But do you think that most of the time they have achieved that fairness by using the product that they are told to advertise? Now it's your opinion whether you think like that way. I don't think that they use the same product that they are advertising. So there are some posts which are posted by huge influencers which can give us expectation that we can become strong and do without any perseverance. This raises our expectations, but if we cannot achieve them, then the downside is very dark place associated with emotions like anxiety, lack of confidence and depression. So that's my advice to the influencer, that they should be very careful while posting each and every word. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arin. Thank you so much. So yes, the social media influencers should be very careful while promoting the things which are they're promoting the brands, by promoting the things which are they're promoting. Because we can have a small example, like we have some social media influencers who are promoting the unhealthy drinks and food which are high in sugar, fats or salts. So they should be really careful and responsible for their words, because क्या होता है कि जो social media influencers होते हैं, they create a great impact on the today's youth. Okay, so next up we have Adish. Adish, okay, go ahead. What are your views on this?
It's a very interesting question, to be very frank. So now let's get to a bit of statistic figures. Now, over the last decade, there has been a massive social media growth. Now, the latest figures show that about 4.33 billion users are using social media. That is like about 55% of the global population. So now, social media influencers are extremely responsible for every word they speak. Now, how can we say this? We can't just go blatantly say that they have a huge responsibility. They will also say that we are responsible in what we say. Now, if we get to some days back, we remember there's a vlog put up by Yuvika Chaudhary in which she has used a derogatory word against the section of society. After a few hours of that, hashtag arrest Yuvika Chaudhary shortly uploaded. It was uploaded on Twitter. Now, though the individual claims that she did not know the meaning of the word, now this exactly proves my point and how conscious an influencer must be about every word they speak.
Yes.
Let's take another instance. Yuvika Chaudhary is a very, let's say, unknown figure. Many of us remember the film Golmaal and Fir Hera Fairy. The actress Rimi Sen, she quoted that Rohit Shetty can make a black African look pretty, which is one of the probably most racist comments ever. Because we have stunning dark toned models. We have Zoe Saldana, we have Beyonce, who are global fashion icons. Now, what I personally feel is that they do not do these purposefully. They are also human beings and they never want to insult a section of society. So I think whenever they are going for a press meet or maybe a publicity or maybe an advertising or say shooting a vlog, they should have a proper script critiqued by an editor in order to prevent any kind of racist or derogatory statement, because there are thousands of young people looking up to them and then they take inspiration from these people. Now if we go and ask a youth, they'll say मैंने तो इससे सीखा है, ये भी तो ऐसे बोलता है, ये भी तो मेरा आइकन है, ये भी तो ऐसे बोल रहा है. So they have to think that we have a huge fan following and they have a huge responsibility to not fail us as a society and not promote toxicity.
And also, Adarsh, you never know, like a small word, you never know that can hurt someone's sentiment, like unknowingly.
Absolutely.
That's why one should be careful about their words. Okay.
Absolutely.
So moving on, next we have Pratham. Yes, Pratham, what do you feel about it? Go ahead, Pratham.
Yes, ma'am, I totally agree with the question that social media influencers needs to be very cautious while uploading their content, because they need to keep in mind that the age group which they are dealing with, generally that is a very tender age group, and at that time if something is stuck in their brain till the end of their life, they are concentrated towards it. And if they set it as a goal, it means, like suppose a TV actor, they get influenced from it. They means 90% tries to, till the time they don't get it, they are suffering, they are in the depression and all those things they go under just because of a single comment or a single blog of theirs. They show themselves as they are very happy and they have a very job, means they have a very happy living, but that's not the truth.
Absolutely right, Pratham. Absolutely. So, Ume, just wanted to ask, like, do you think that social media can be a hectic and suffocating place where it is very difficult to be true and real because our true selves are filled with flaws? So, Ume, what are your thoughts upon this?
Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
So, before I begin, I would like to say what is social media. Social media is a tool that is becoming quite popular these days because of its user-friendly features. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter are giving people a chance to connect with each other, and it is a platform where people get chance to express their talents. So, the youth especially is one of the most dominant users of social media. So basically, like how there are always two sides to a coin, the same goes for social media. There are pros and cons of it. So according to the question, I would like to say is social media has its own definition for beautiful and perfect. They think being perfect means being fair, having a fit body, having a clear skin, having no scars. So this mentality is going on for years. So now, like it's like people started taking it normal. For example, I saw one girl on social media, like she was gaining some weight, and the best thing is she's posting it with confidence. She's not ashamed that of her body. So they should know that this face and body has been created by one and only God, and what God creates, it's always perfect and beautiful. And if someone is judging someone's body, then it's like judging God's creation, and it's a big sin. So, well, I think like this, but when I saw the comments on her post, she was being body shamed. They were treating her like as if she had done some sin. People with this mentality needs to know that person should be treated by his deeds and character, not by face or body. Why can't people just let others be who they are? We need to know, if there is no advice being asked, then they don't need our free advice. And if we can't learn to speak good about others, then we need to learn to be quiet.
Yes.
Not only adults, but babies are also being judged. So we should know that whatever we see on social media is not true or real. The influencers or beauty or celebrities, they have hundreds of people behind them for makeup, diet, photo editing. They're not really, even they are insecure about themselves, and they use filters, but they never show the true side. Not everything on social media is real. Celebrities or influencers act as they don't fight with their partners. They are couple goals, but each and every relationship have fights, and where the audience take them seriously, and then they question their own partner. Why doesn't he or she does the same for them? They think that this is how couples live, like no fights, etc. But they don't see the unreal of these couples. So people who are not married, they start imagining whatever the celebrities show, like giving presents or always being happy, no fights. They expect a lot, and when they get married, these things doesn't happen, and they start being sad, and they start creating issues in a relationship. So I feel it's a suffocating place where it's filled with fake people. But as I said, there are also some pros of it. There are some people who are trying to change this mindset, and I hope they succeed. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. And yes, what I feel is social media, it works like a drug. Like you can't leave it easily, right? And over social media, it is very difficult to be true and real. Like we can take examples of small thing. Like we have lots of filters over the, like we have a Snapchat, Instagram. Also, like we are sitting here and chatting with the person whom we don't know, whom we have never met. Okay, so we can move to Fariha. Yes, Fariha, what do you feel about it? Fariha, do we have you here? Okay. We can move to Samarth then. Samarth, please go ahead. Samarth, you're on mute. You're on mute. Please unmute.
Sorry.
Yes.
As you said, ma'am, I completely agree with you. Actually, social media is like a very infective drug, same like the COVID-19 that is going on right now.
Right.
So it is a drug called, it is actually a neurotransmitter called as dopamine, which causes this excitement and addiction towards the social media.
Hmm.
So what I think is that it's a very suffocating place. What you mean that every person is unique in their own way, like let it be their beauty or let it be their own intellectual, spiritual, or any sort of thing like that. But the thing is that it's not what's on the inside that what's on the outside that matters. It's on the inside that actually matters.
Absolutely.
So when we take a picture on Instagram or any sort of Facebook or any sort of platform, they add filters to make it, perfect, as according to their mindset, it is perfect. So they create that sort of image in that photo, and then they post it on Instagram or any other platform, as I said. So, and then that when the viewers view it, that they will compare it to their real life, but the viewers don't know what is happening behind the scenes. That is behind, if when we open the curtain, we do not know what is happening behind it. So we have to first change the mindset of the people, that we have to stop comparing the content on the screen and our real lives, because we are unique in our own way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samar. Thank you. Okay, so now we have lots of shout outs coming up in the live chat session for Bhavya Singhal. Bhavya, friends are commenting for you. Okay, so yes, just keep commenting for your favorite participant to win. Okay, so you have time till 20th of July. So the results of this discussion would be announced on 20th of July over the Instagram handle. ठीक है, Realch at Entab, RIALCHAT at and Entab, ENTAB. So over this Instagram handle, the winners of this discussion would be announced on 20th of July. Till then, you have time till then comment for your favorite one. But make sure before commenting for your favorite one, you just subscribe to the channel by hitting on that bell icon and just go follow this Instagram handle Realch at Entab, RIALCH Realch AT at ENTAB Entab, because the winners would be announced over this Instagram handle. So guys, to stay updated, do follow this Instagram handle. Okay, so moving on. Sneha, like, do you think that parental control can be an effective way in which parents can control the exposure to social media, and to what extent they get influenced? Sneha, just go
I
ahead.
totally think that parental control is really important because
Sneha, just a second. I can see you. Just switch on your camera and just then go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, am I visible now? Yes. I think parental control is really important because it's very obvious that from March 2020, we are at homes and we are stuck in our homes, and all of things from studies to everything, sports, game is everything is on phones, and we are so addicted to it, and we are all on our phones all day. But I think that just skip out our goals. We are not on our goals. We just follow reels and YouTube videos or whatnot. And I think parents can control that for giving us phone only when classes and for 1-2 hours to just see and have a control on us. And we should also like give them phone, rather than just fight that मैं तो phone नहीं दूंगी आप लोगों को, वापस कर लो जो करना है. So that is what my opinions are. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sneha. Thank you. Next, we can move to Chatura. Chatura, what are your views on this?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, I believe that parental control does play a major role in controlling the exposure of young generation to the social media, and it is a rule that social media is allowed for only people who are 18 plus. Although during this pandemic, I've increased the usage of social media, especially in children who are even 8 or probably not even 8. I've seen them making reels on Instagram, that is short videos on Instagram. And I think that parents must ensure such control while the kids are opening social media account at the very beginning. Like we are taking precautions for COVID, for example, we are not taking precautions after we get COVID, right? We are taking before, so we don't get COVID. Right. In the same way, we should, the parents should take precautions before their children get spoiled. Instead, after they get spoiled, they start shouting and taking their phones away from them, etc. That should happen in the beginning. I'm not saying that they should monitor 24/7 on their children, but just a bit of monitoring in between is, I think, pretty well. And parents, a recent survey by Royal Society of Public Health found that all 4 social media, such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, contribute negatively to young people's sense of self, body image, and levels of anxiety, sleep, and fear of missing out. And I think parents need to guide them clearly on to what extent they should get influenced by social media posts. And as I had mentioned before about influencers, we often start, especially children, we aren't aware about how social media is artificial reality. So children who are not aware about this, they start comparing their lives to the lives of influencers who post glamorous photos, etc. And once we start comparing our lives to them, we start example, we read success stories, and many times we read success stories and feel, why can't I achieve this goal? Why am I not why am I not able to achieve this goal? So we start feeling that I am not worthy of attention, I'm not worthy of friends, I'm not worthy of popularity, or I'm not worthy of attention from anyone. And I think we start feeling that we are inferior to others. And this is where inferiority complex begins. And this leads to depression, which is the leading cause of suicides amongst teenagers. So I think inferiority complex and depression go hand in hand, and parents really need to take control over this. It is high time now. That's it.
Yes, thank you so much. So, yes,
Can I add something to the point, ma'am?
Okay, Samarth, go ahead.
So I completely agree with Chatura, because parents need to have some control over their kids. So what I do not agree with is that when you restrict something on some children, for example, social media, you tend to make them more attracted towards it. When you cage something down and then you make it more attracted towards it, so they might do some things which the parents do not like to do. And what I personally think is that the children need to have the self realization that, oh, I shouldn't do like that. They should lead by an example. For example, if their role model are their parents, then if the parents stop using the social media, then they will get influenced by it. Oh, my parents are not using the social media, is this the right thing to do? So then they will stop using social media. So they have to not directly completely stop it, because social media is required for entertainment, because we can't be working or studying 24/7 365 days a year. So that's why we have to have some control, but there should not be a complete control over it, but there should be influential part over the kids. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, I was just coming to that only, ki there should be control, but the parents should keep this in mind, not to invade the personal space of their children, like to the extent the child feels suffocated and restricts his or her freedom of speech and expression. मतलब ऐसा कुछ ना हो ना कि तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स इतनी ज्यादा तुम्हारी लाइफ में इन्वॉल्व हो जाए, वो स्पेस जो होती है ना, फाइन लाइन, वो ही ना बचे, तो फिर वो चीज बहुत खराब है. देयर शुड बी लाइक, yes, who wants to say something?
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Chatura here.
Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, I would like to give a reply to Samarth. He said about the restrictions, right?
Yes.
So I can give you my own example. I have an Instagram account, but before I opened my Instagram account, I was educated by my parents about the negative effects of social media and how it is an artificial reality. My parents had taught me as a child. Even I was like, I was also interested in social media because my friends thought it was cool to be on social media. And I'm sure many people still think that it's very cool to be on social media. So my parents had educated me about this. And even now, when I have social media, my parents have the access to my account, or like I have Instagram and other Snapchat also. My parents have an access to it, but they have never checked my account or they have never checked my phone because they trust what they have taught me as a child. And I think parents, this is the role of parents, which they need to do with their children. They need to trust their children also, and not monitor 24/7 as I had mentioned before.
Yes,
but just in between, I think there should be a check-in.
Yes, the fine line, the thin
I
fine
would
line
like
which
to
is
add
there.
something to this, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. Who is this?
Ma'am, this is Adish.
Okay, Adish, go ahead.
Ma'am, I would like to contradict maybe Chatura's statement. Ma'am, The incident which shocked the country in last year was the incident in the boys' locker room. I hope everyone sitting over here remembers, and the ones in Delhi should always be aware of this. Ma'am, I am my role model or my icon of my life would be Cillian Murphy, who is one of the finest actors who avoids any kind of social media. Ma'am, parents should keep a check on whatever chats they are sending. At this age, we tend to be influenced, and the biggest part of influencing is Netflix. Netflix plays a very key role in influencing a child. Shows like Never Have I Ever or shows like Sex Education, they are promoting the things which are not to be done at this particular age. We are sending obscene photographs to our boyfriends or our girlfriends. And if parents are not keeping a constant check on the chats their children are sending, I don't know how the children can be saved. Because the internet is never flowers and blooms. I was associated with cyber security with my school, and I'm a trainee ethical hacker. I'm learning ethical hacking. So we all know that it's not flowers and blooms. And if a child's chats are not being checked on a regular basis, and I quote on a regular basis, man, the child is in deep trouble. He or she is in very, very big trouble. I understand privacy and private life, private everything is very essential. But we must not forget the fact that despite we being part of Gen Z, we are kids. We are born to make mistakes. And watching someone's chat, yeah, they should not be like angry कि ये तुमने अपने बॉयफ्रेंड को I love you क्यों भेजा, ये तुमने ऐसा क्यों किया, ऐसा वो क्यों किया. I'm not saying about that, but obscene photographs, obscene discussions should be contradicted. Abusing is now so cool. You like go meet your friend. Abusing is so damn cool. Shows like College Romance, Mirzapur are promoting the use of abusive nature in colleges. Well, if chats are not being checked, ma'am, I don't know where this generation is going to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Into Samarthya's lines.
Okay, Sneha, go ahead.
He said that if parents will
Sneha, I'm not able to hear you. Okay, so Sneha is facing. Sneha, I'm not able to hear you. Okay.
Ma'am, can I add one thing?
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, so I feel we know parents care for children, but keeping an eye on them for 24 hours will make child lose his or her trust on parents. If parents look too much in their children's social media, the kids will lose trust. They will think that their parents will do anything to stop them from talking on social media. Some kids might even purposely hide some things from their parents, and that would cause a weak bond with each other. So you have to gain their trust. If they trust you, they will tell you everything. Like your sneaking peeks at the social media would make them angry. They would lose their trust in you. So social media is dangerous, but if you have a good bond, they will tell you almost everything. Also, you must think like a teenager to understand one that what would you feel if you caught your parents spying on your social media. So nobody likes it. So you should think about doing something else to help them.
Okay, thank you so much.
So the main motive of this discussion is that we should have self-control on how we are operating the social media.
Am I audible?
So neither the parents will invade our privacy, and nor we will engage in such bad things and get influenced by them.
Can I just ask one question? Just one question.
Audible?
Just one by one. Okay, we can go with Sneha and then with you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, when Samarthya said that if parents also stop using the social media, then
Sneha. You are not, like, there's some network connection from your side. Okay.
I don't really agree. If my parents do,
Okay. Sneha, एक बार आपके network connection में problem आ रहा है. Just check with that. And who wants to say something? Like,
Ma'am, I
Ma'am,
want to
I
go
want
Adish?
to.
ahead with the question.
Yes, Adish, go ahead.
Just one question. Ma'am, to the respected board members over here, I just have one question to ask. Is the relationship with your child important, or the safety of a child is important? If a child might hate you for 17, 18 years of his life, is that thinking कि oh मेरा बेटा मुझे पसंद नहीं करता, oh मेरी बेटी मुझे पसंद नहीं करती, is that important, or is it important for the parents to look after what their child is doing? We can prevent another boys locker. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Adish. So, yes, Bhavya, like, what do you like want to say on this? How can school help in creating awareness about these platforms and exposing them to more informative platforms? Yes, Bhavya.
Ma'am, I want to say about parental control as well.
Yes, you can say about that also. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I agree that parental control is necessary, is very necessary, but it should be to an extent that it should not make a child feel that he or she is being captivated or being restricted for using social medias. It should be like he should not, the child should not commit a mistake by thinking that he has been captivated. So now he can run away from home so that he would be free to do whatever he wants. So he should be like giving freedom as well, but his safety is also important.
Right, Bhavya.
am I audible now?
Yes, Neha, you actually, आपके में बार-बार network का issue आ रहा था, so that's why.
Now may I?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so I want to say when Samarth said that if someone's parents stop using social media, so students will also learn from that. But if I don't really agree that if my parents will stop using social media, I'll use it still. And parents don't really use it as much. They'll just open Facebook or Instagram or scroll or like 2-3 posts and just
स्नेहा आप म्यूट पे हो.
no, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
And then I said that there should be a fine line that using social media or just overusing it, but not like just skipping out all the social media apps.
Okay, thank you so much, Sneha. So, Pratham, a question to you. Like, how can school help in creating awareness about these platforms and exposing them to more informative platforms? Yes,
Yes,
Pratham.
ma'am. So I think that the school's child spends most of his time in the school, and nowadays the school is not concerned about. They don't want to talk in this topic about social media. According to them, they think that the students they should only join the social media only after the age of 18, which is true. But they should also keep in mind that these students are getting attracted towards it. So instead of ignoring this topic, they should face it and teach the students that how to use it and how to use it in a beneficial ways. There are not always wrong things on the social media. There are always two sides of a coin. So they can tell them what are the good things present in the social media and how to grab them. Like if there's some water on the road during rainy season, we don't just go over the water. We go from the side. So we should not. If there's something wrong out there, try to focus on that. Our focus should be on our final goal. If the school is somehow able to teach this lesson to the students, I think it would create a huge difference in the society.
Right, absolutely right,
Ma'am,
Pratham.
I
Okay.
Can I add
also
something?
agree with Pratham on this.
Arin.
So, like, I believe, yes. So, I believe that they can organize awareness camps in the school itself where they can influence the students on how to use the social media, which apps to use, which apps you should not use, and also expose them to the most important part of social media, educational and informative apps, so that the students can get good grades in their examination. Now we all are in standard 10, some are in 11th and 12th, so grades matter now. So they can get good grades from these educational apps, and by informative app there will be a surety that they will always go through authentic content, which would again increase their general knowledge and again affect their grades in a better way. I believe that our people's opinion, I always say that it's like a clay. It's very comparison is very apt. If you give it to a good clay molder, then the model which will be produced will be very good. But if you give it to a bad clay molder, then the result would be pathetic. And school in this comparison is a very good clay molder. Thank you.
Thank you, Arin. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I would like to add something.
Same here.
Yes,
I would
Samant.
like to add something.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, so what I think is that a separate curriculum of how to use social media or how to use Google or how to use the mobile phone itself for a very good and educational use should be implemented in the school, and then they should have an examination, and then after that only are they allowed to take mobile phones and then have social media, not for some inappropriate things but for educational and for their own benefit, for the curricular benefit. So that's what I wanted to add.
Okay, thank you, Samar. Thank you so much.
Add something.
Yes, Neha, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, I think that schools have done a great job when it comes for making social medias more informative. Because nowadays when we are at homes and our school is just online, and we all just study from where? From online classes, and our teachers constantly send us videos from YouTube or whatnot, and they say that study from the social media site like YouTube, and it is a kind of information only, that YouTube is not only for watching some memes or anything else, but it's also for studies. That's all.
Right. Thank you.
Welcome.
So now we can.
Mama, we should have a test for driving. If we go for driving, we have test driving test. Na? So same goes for the social media as well. The person should be elected, or person should be selected that she can get the access to social media. She
How
can
you
use it.
take test of 75% of world's population? How can you take the
It can be
test
done by schools as well. Na? The school can be responsible for this.
I have a simple question. You get up in the morning. I'll say my thing. I get up in the morning and I browse through Twitter. And now just imagine getting up in the morning and reading about astrophysics. Getting up in the morning and reading about chemistry. How will it feel? As a normal individual, we tell a lot of things कि दुनिया ऐसी होनी चाहिए, दुनिया वैसी होनी चाहिए, दुनिया ऐसी होती नहीं है, दुनिया बहुत practical होती है. We can't say that schools need education. Schools provide educational apps. No one is going to watch that. You can't get up in the morning and see astrophysics and chemistry. It's downright going to be boring. Instagram and Snapchat have to monitor what is going on, regulate posts. That can be done. And taking tests of 75% of world population. मैम स्कूल के एग्जाम में तो चीट करते हैं, सोशल मीडिया में तो और चीट करके लिख देंगे. You can't have, like in a country like India or maybe the UAE.
Right, statistics won't be there.
There is no place for statistics and educational apps for social media. It's nothing but a joke.
Okay.
Ma'am, what I disagree with Adish, ma'am. That is because each person is very unique. Me personally, I love physics and chemistry and somewhat biology. So each person is unique in his own way. If they get up and study some sort of subject, and then that's fine, it's okay. And some people get up and see Instagram or listen to some songs, or Adish says he sees Twitter. That's not a problem. I mean, each person is unique in their own way. But what I would like to ask Adish is, how has the central board, that is the CBSE, has conducted exam for the entire country, that is science, social science, mathematics, English, Kannada? How have they done like that? They should include this social media, how to use social media effectively, as a curriculum in the board examinations. normal examinations, and schools also have to adapt them. That's what I feel.
It's a very good question. It's a very good question which has been asked to me.
Yes, Adarsh, go ahead.
Ma'am, even I am a very big fan and a patron of quantum mechanics. I love studying about quantum physics and astrophysics. I'm a learning ethical hacker and I'm one of the top 10 students in my school. Ma'am, but even me being one of the toppers, no one likes to open their phone in the morning and just scroll through, astrophysics and chemistry. There are maybe 100 boys and girls in the class, there will be 2 nerds. You will be labeled nerd when you are saying कि मैं तो सुबह उठ के एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स पढ़ता हूँ. तुमको nerd का tag मिल जाएगा.
But then aren't you promoting bullying by that?
That's not bullying. That's just how society is constructed. The world is not what Jesus said. The world is all flowers and blooms. It's not like that. And it's never bullying. पढ़ाई के लिए टाइम होता है, मस्ती के लिए टाइम होता है. अगर मस्ती में तुम पढ़ाई डाल दोगे तो मेरे दोस्त वो मस्ती क्यों है? तुम उसमें भी पढ़ाई कर दो.
Make reading as your own hobby and then make reading as your own masti, as you said.
But everyone don't like it, na?
That depends
As I
upon
said, everyone
person to person. Like we can't generalize the things. That depends upon person to person. अगर एक बच्चे को books पढ़ना अच्छा लगता है, उसकी hobby है, एक को नहीं अच्छा लगता. Because we have different people, different views, different likes, different dislikes. Okay?
And ma'am, when Bhavya said that it could be a test for like how it's for car driving, but car driving test is for like 18 plus, and does it make sense that 18 साल से पहले हम phone use नहीं करते? I'm also for 14 years and I use a phone. And everyone like अगर if we
15 and I use a phone.
And it has Instagram has some pages like I am 3 years old. In fact my parents handled my phone and they use that. Not a 3 8 years.
Okay, Sneha just lost the connection.
I would say something.
I would like to say about what Samar said. So he said a very good point that each and every people is unique in their own ways. So there are like some people might have a great grasping power. They can grasp like astrophysics and chemistry in like 2 hours, some nerds, and other can take time like 6 hours, 7 hours. I don't know, like I'm in 10th, so I don't know how difficult it is. So if you are studying in the morning, it's well and good because you're showing your concern for the future and you know how much you can grasp in a limited in 24 hours. So I don't think that it's a big concern that it should not concern.
Ma'am, I completely agree with Arin, ma'am. That is because I personally get up in the morning, just wash my face and then start studying, ma'am. That is because in the morning we have that much amount of grasping power because you have just rested and you have just woken up and you are like, you are hungry for something that you want to do. Instead of just, yes, you are in a fresh mood. I completely agree with that. So that's why when reading, then you get that grasping power a lot. So me personally, that is what has happened.
So that's what I'm saying. Now we can't generalize the things because different people, different likes, and तो वही है सबके अलग अलग likes, dislikes है सबकी अलग अलग कोई सुबह पढ़ता है कोई शाम को पढ़ता है कोई रात को पढ़ता है ठीक है.
And ma'am, moreover, what Adish said that it's not. We are not saying that we should only follow educational sites and educational pages. We should the followers, the people whom we are following, we must make sure that the content which they are making, that is appropriate. In early morning when they wake up and they watch, if we watch memes, that is not wrong. We should just make sure that whatever we watch is correct.
Absolutely agree with you.
Ma'am, was my question?
Yes, Neha.
Ma'am, ma'am, मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही थी when I asked the question?
नहीं, आपकी बार-बार stuck हुई जा रही थी, so that's why I just muted you.
Repeat it.
Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, how Bhavya said that there would be a test like for how it is for driving, but the driving test is up to 18,
Up to
right?
18. Yes.
I am a 14-year-old and I also have an Instagram account. And how can you say that it would be a test that who's 18 plus will have Instagram account or who's not will not? And there are some Instagram accounts which says I am 3 year old in fact, and my handle is handled by my mother and my father, and a 8 year or 10 year
And it's not necessary that there should always be a test. We can teach them moral values that they don't need any other test. If those values are
put everything under evaluation,
then they don't need
it's
any
going to be
test.
tough.
Yes,
Life is
ma'am.
going to be tough.
Okay,
Ma'am, I
guys.
think-
Hold on.
Ma'am?
So it's a discussion. We have like say 10 kids, different viewpoints. So सबके अलग-अलग viewpoints है. What others said, because what they feel. ठीक है? So
Ma'am?
yes.
It's Chatura here.
Okay.
Ma'am, Bhavya and Samarth mentioned that we should be tested on the ethics about social media, right? So I think that already we have like a lot of studying to do for the boards, and even normally we have a lot of studying to do. And if you add more curriculum to, like, we already have such a big curriculum, and you already add more, and we are going to be evaluated on it. And I think that is really a big pressure on the students. Like if you are increasing the curriculum.
So how is the test on social media like increasing a pressure on you? You need not rote learn anything. You need not.
Yes,
Interested
exactly.
in it.
We
You're already
know that
interested
we
in
should
it.
not
Based on
write some sort of things that we don't
Everyone is
research.
not a born genius.
Just on your
Education
experience.
And when it is a part of a curriculum and it is being evaluated, you have to learn stuff.
But
and
if we-
everyone is not a
But
born
if
genius.
we are testing on social media, it will be just on our previous experience, right?
We have
How do
computer
we use
exams, and then we still have to write steps.
Okay, guys. Hold on. So it's not a debate. It's just a healthy group discussion. So different people, different viewpoints, different mindsets. Okay. So by this we end this discussion, and it was lovely interacting with all of you,
Yes.
the young minds, listening to the different viewpoints you guys have, and it was a great experience hosting you all. So thank you so much, kids, for joining us for this discussion.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank you,
much,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a nice
Thank
day,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you
was
so much,
very
everyone.
good.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank
very
you.
splendid. Yes.
Yes, thank you. And yes, just a reminder to all the participants, yes, and to all the viewers who are watching us. So the winner of this discussion would be announced on 20th of July on the Instagram handle Realch at Entab, RAILCH at ATENTAB. Okay. So just go follow this Instagram page. Over here,
Okay,
the
ma'am.
results would be announced. Till then, the voting lines are open. So just keep commenting for your favorite participant to win. And make sure before commenting, before voting or commenting for your favorite one, you have subscribed to the channel by hitting that bell icon. Okay. So just
Yes.
keep commenting, keep supporting, keep voting, keep subscribing. Till then, stay happy, stay safe, and stay away from Corona.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.